Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Shabbat Shalom. Today, Saturday, number 13 day for the number 8 month for the year 2022. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief and the spokesman of the Ambazonia Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King, una own countryman. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where we bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we waka this waka to our freedom, the independence of Ambazonia. Good citizens of Ambazonia. Climate change too, it then became the hit Ambazonia as the great state of Lebialem it then fall victim for the wave who then see and for the war of climate change. Around United Kingdom and across the globe, we then see how climate change it destroy country them. United States they get big fire them, bushfire. For Europe, heat wave it then day for inside London where it pass mark. People then when they don't travel for London for their first time, they is surprised whether they now for Africa. London and many European country now place them where they never ever they get air condition. They then they get a heater for warm their house for time for winter. For the first time, Europeans they then start by air conditioning. Ambazonian it never be left away from climate changes. Heavy rain they then trigger landslide for inside Lebialem. It then lead for the death of 2 people. Video footages they then come up for social media. How they then recover their dead body them. They carry them, they go bury them. The people them for inside Lebialem, they is surprised, saying, "I wish kind weather this." We since time where they remember, they never ever see them. For inside Widikum as well, 5 people them too they don't die. For inside landslide as we water it them suck here. It wait to the land it move for day, it kill people them, broke people their house them. When it happen for one man, me all man begin looking on side to the sea place where you stay, it be safe. It want to be for that side for Bamenda Manfe Road. Road 2 it done cut as a result of landslide. Citizens they dig through the mud for open the road with their own bare hands. For other news, Ambazonian Governing Council's officials they merged together for inside Oslo for get a first face-to-face meeting with their top officials them since the beginning of the war with La République du Cameroon. This now also mark the 50th Jubilee birthday of Ambazonian Liberation War, Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. The Secretary General of the Ambazonian Governing Council, Mr. Obadiah Moe, he then released a press statement for explain for the people them say the cabinet members of the governing council and some top officials within Ambazonians missions across the globes are converging in Oslo, Norway for a 4-day meeting. It also come at the anniversary of Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba. Fellow Ambazonians, it never ever be a secret of the hatred where they for the people of La République du Cameroon against Ambazonian. They not only hate we because we be the so-called Anglophones, but their general hatred for we as a people, it also be as a result of assimilation policy from La République du Cameroon. The president of La République du Cameroon, President Paul Biya, in his last visit for France, he be exposed this hidden agenda towards our territory by La République du Cameroon. After the several promises that they be making for the United Nations through Amadou Ahidjo, say they intend for join with us as 2 equal partners in a federation. In France, Paul Biya be indeed reveal the mindset of the Cameroon state. Paul Biya be one of the architects, where he be a technical advisor for Amadou Ahidjo regime, and he be one of the strong component for the French government for assimilate and also for recolonize Ambazonia. On
avait la possibilité de les intégrer directement dans le système francophone qui était celui de la majorité du peuple, 80%. Mais je crois que les pays sont soucieux aujourd'hui d'affirmer leur...
For in case you need to hear Egyptian, Paul Biya explain say they be explore the possibility for integrate Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia, inside La République du Cameroon, where them be na the majority. This one contradict and violate every single agreement post-independence of Ambazonia, where La République be explain say there will never be the issue of dominance, there will never be an issue of population size, but they will treat us as equal. Indeed, La République du Cameroon saw us as a colony, they saw us as a minority, they didn't see us as two equal states at any time in history. It be important for our people to understand, say, the fact is that Ambazonia and La République are all equal in status internationally. They were both category B, trust territory. No one is inferior or superior over the other, irrespective of your population size. This wrong view, where they look at we like minority and people them where they fit even integrate them for their own system, which is, as a matter of fact, inferior to the system of governance of the Ambazonian, which has a functioning democracy with the respect of rights of citizens and the empowering of its citizens through democratic election. This view, it don't help for generate hate, generate the false regard of Ambazonians, like people the way they not be reasonable, people the way they be stubborn within the cycles of La République du Cameroon. It then trigger down to become real hatred from Francophones against Anglophones. They actually hate us when we speak English or when we speak even Pidgin. They hate you the most. This hatred, ladies and gentlemen, it then developed into an ideology for the Cameroon occupation terrorist military them. We then they know from our brothers and when they don't enter for that their job, say that they teach them how to hate and how to target us as Anglophones. Evidence of that hatred, it then they manifest and they show through social media videos. One of those na a video of Cameroon military parade for inside Yaoundé as they practice their captain. It get this for say.
Yaoundé, préparez-vous, Babida. Vous allez faire la même, vous allez lire, nous arrivons. Voilà.
The military commander of a gendarmerie sending a message to Bamenda. He says, Bamenda, vous avez lu l'heure. Prepare, Bamenda. A military commander targeting the whole population in Bamenda. The whole idea of Bamenda. A people who are resisting, who have become the capital of resistance and the symbol of rejection of everything that is wrong. The target of the people of Bamenda, the people of Ambazonia, by Cameroon, its state officials and its military commanders are not only worrying signs, but these are indication of the systemic killing, murder, disregard of the life of an Ambazonian by the Cameroon military. No doubt, their military behaves the way they do. In the words of Honorable Joseph Weber, they act exactly like the colonial army. They are indeed one. In the great state of Bui, there have been the neutralization of one Cameroon top military commander. The Cameroon commandant for inside Kumbu was neutralized by Ambazonian forces in Bui. This has also led to the release of one of the videos he made few hours before his demise in Bui. He spoke in a Wondo. Listen. So the Ewondo commandant, it talk say La République du Cameroon, their president, it be saying for inside Bui, for 3 years. It done day for 2 years. This place, the people them for hell. Make them pray, say make it won't be the end of the year. Ego can join them, make them play football for their village. Few hours after I make that video, it be meet up hell as Ambazonian forces them for Bui. They enter a house through a girlfriend way be the sleep for that village, then neutralize it, making away with his weapon. But his word have a lot to reveal in his mindset. This one at the same commandant wey be responsible, a unit be responsible for kill 4 children them for inside buoy. They be also then begin to drop booby trap, living in playground on exploded grenade that have led to the death of 2 girls who are as young as 14 years old. The fact that a commandant, the brigade of the occupation forces, will tell his own people in his village that the people of Ambazonia are people in hell and the land of Bui is hell, should show our people their mindset against us. They look at us in what Okala Bilai, the chief terrorist in the Atlantic state, have said: cockroaches that could be smashed with impunity, people that could be harassed, removed from their vehicles, asked to roll in mud, in Kale, houses broken into, properties seized, people's money in their mobile money seized, people kidnapped, taken into brigade commandant stations and asked for ransom, bikemen's bike being seized at will by the occupation forces. Anybody can be killed at any time in Ambazonia because they indeed see us as a captured people, a recolonized people that do not even deserve to protest, to complain, let alone have ambitions or aspirations. What shall we do, therefore? Shall we bend our head down, put our tail under our stomach like a duck will do? Shall we listen to those who dine with the enemy and allow them to get away with murder and genocide? Shall we look for a way just to survive and accept this special status of recolonization as the new way forward for our people? Shall we accept the logic that the powerful will take whatever they want to take and the poor and slave must suffer what they have to suffer? No. We must listen to revolutionary voices, liberation voices that cause us to arm ourselves and respond to the colonizer arm by arm, weapon by weapon, from one neighborhood to another, from one block to another, until they get the message that we shall resist until they get out of our territory. We shall fight like any other one else have fought in their history. Ambazonians is not a minority for La Republique. We are a state. We have internationally recognized border, and what we deserve is nothing other than independence and outright independence of our territory. These are all echoed in a statement made yesterday by one of Ambazonian best, who happens to be a chief court officer in the International Criminal Court. In an excerpt of an interview he did with Francis Ngwa, he has this to say: anything other than a regain of the sovereignty in conformity with international law is simply unacceptable. End of quote. I have this to say: give us freedom or give us death. We shall fight until Ambazonia is decolonized and is completely independent. Capo Daniel, signing off.